Welcome to Corporate Nepal. Tell us about Poco Mobile.
So Poco, it started with the philosophy of everything you need, nothing you don't. So basically, it focused on consumers. What does consumer want? Does he want a great camera? Does he want a great gaming phone? Does he want very beautiful curved glasses, or does he want very beautiful back panels? What does the consumer actually need? And Poco started with that philosophy. And when Poco studied that, we found out that the gamers need a great gaming performance. Basically, which means a good thermal performance, high refresh rate screen, good RAM ROM, good processor. That is what the gamers need. They do not need fancy back designs. They do not need curved glasses, etc. So Poco focused into what they really wanted, and that's why Poco came into the game, try to give the specifications which the gamers, which the real consumers actually wanted. So that is how Poco came into being. It started with Poco F1, so which was the first flagship 800 series processor in that price segment. Before Poco, all the flagship 800 series processor phones used to come in more than like 1 lakh rupees Nepal, 1 lakh Nepal rupees. But Poco F1 came at just a price of 32,999 for the first time. Similarly, right now we have just launched the Poco X3, which is also a great gaming phone with the best processor, best refresh rate, best camera under 40,000 rupees currently in Nepal. So that's why Poco always stands for everything you need, nothing you don't.
How would you differentiate Poco from other products in its class?
So currently Poco stands apart in the terms of the specifications it gives in its price points. So there are three phones we have launched currently in the Poco lineup: Poco X3, Poco M2 and Poco C3. All the three phones are the best ranked, best rated phones under 35k, 20k and 15k by all of the bloggers. So none of the bloggers, none of the influencers say that this is not the best phone at this price point. This is because Poco focuses on what the consumer really wants. A consumer under 15k still wants a good performance from its phone. So Poco C3 is currently the only phone with a 4GB and 64GB variant at 15,000 rupees. Similarly, Poco M2 is the only phone with a 6GB RAM and 128GB internal memory at just rupees 20,000 rupees. And that also has an FHD plus screen. The only phone which has an FHD plus screen under 20,000 is the Poco M2. In fact, the third phone, Poco X3, also a Snapdragon 732 processor, which is not even available above 50,000 rupees today, is available just at rupees 32,000 in Nepal. And it also has a 64 megapixel Sony sensor and an IP rating, which is also not available in many phones in Nepal even under 50k or under 70k. So that is something which Poco gives, and that's why Poco is differentiated through the other brands, that it just provides what the consumers actually need, and that's why it's the best rated phone in every price segment it is currently present.
Your own brand MI Xiaomi, it's also in market, but how do you see the market for Poco phone?
So Redmi, Mi and Poco, they are three series of Xiaomi currently. Poco focuses more on the specifications on the gaming front. Redmi is a more balanced portfolio of ours with good designs, good camera, good looks, etc. as well. And Mi is sort of the flagship category of ours, where we are launching phones like the Mi Note 10 Lite, the Mi 10 with a flagship grade experience, beautiful curved screens, beautiful back designs, beautiful even the Mi phones also have a very appealing nature to them. So that's where all the three phones have their definite and different target groups. So Poco stands somewhere where people who are very very crazy for the specifications for gaming, etc., they have to choose the Poco phone which is in their price segment.
Is Poco the competitor for Xiaomi?
Yes and no. So Xiaomi, again, as I told you, there are three brands: Mi, Redmi and Poco. So Redmi and Poco are currently, we have at the same price points. We have two products available. From Redmi we have Note 9 Pro Max, and from X3 we have Poco X3. Redmi Note 9 Pro Max is also the highest selling smartphone in that price range, It has a beautiful design, beautiful back design as well. Poco X3 is more functional in nature, where it appeals better to the gamers out there with a better processor, liquid cooling technology, and also a 120 hertz display. So yes, both of them are in the same price range, but they focus on different consumer sets.
What is the strategy for Poco to beat the competition in the market?
So Poco, as we already know, it is trying to carve its own niche in the market. It is looking for consumers who are looking for the great specifications, great gaming phones, and currently there are not many brands who are actually focusing on a perfect gaming phone, and Poco is trying to do exactly that. So it is carving out its own niche in the terms of gaming, in the terms of future technology.
What are the challenges Poco brand is facing in Nepal?
So Poco, we have just launched in the last 2 months. There are hardly any challenges we have faced. In fact, all the three phones have been selling immensely well. We have received great responses. Even in the low months of December and January, we have been selling a record number of phones in the Poco portfolio also. So far, no challenges we are seeing in the Poco portfolio yet.
What can we expect the new Poco phone in the market?
So Poco phones, the 2021 portfolio is still not out globally as well as in China. So we are still expecting on the new portfolio or new products. We are still waiting on it. Maybe after the Chinese New Year is over, then we might see new phones globally and in China, and eventually they might make its way to Nepal as well.
Xiaomi has become a well-recognized brand in Nepal in short term of period. What did Xiaomi Nepal do to gain a foothold in the market?
So we launched in October 2018. We were the number 5 or number 6 player at that point of time. In Q1 2020, within 1.5 years of time, we became the number 1 smartphone brand in Nepal by imports. What we were able to do good was that to focus on our consumers, to focus on our fans, to bring the latest technology at the best price possible. Because we found out that the people in Nepal love technology. They love trying out new products. They love gaming. They love clicking photos with their cameras. So we launched the first 48 megapixel, first 64 megapixel, first 108 megapixel camera phone in Nepal. We launched the first liquid cool gaming technology phones in Nepal. We are also launching a lot of new gaming phones through Poco now. So we have received a lot of love from our Mi fans who are there in Nepal. And that's why we have been able to do really well in the last 1.5, 2 years, especially during lockdown, where people were using their phones to the maximum because their phone was always in their hands. They were browsing YouTube, they were playing more games. Suddenly they realized that a phone is much more than a necessity. It's something which is a part of their lives, and a great performance phone is utmost necessary to them. And Xiaomi was providing the best phones under every price segment at this point of time, the best performance phones as well, and that's why Xiaomi has risen so fast in the last 1 year, especially.
Your products are known for the reasonable pricing. Tell us about how it balances the quality with affordability.
So Xiaomi stands for 3 pillars: highest quality, best specs, at honest pricing. So these are the 3 pillars which we never compromise with. So the best quality is one of the pillars, and we never compromise with our product quality. Our product quality is the best. Second being the best specs. So we always launch the latest processors. We never launch like 3-4 year old processor phones, which many of our competitors do. We always try to launch the latest technology. We always try to launch the latest camera sensor which are available in the market, and we try to give it at the honest pricing to all the consumers. How we do this is our channel margins, our marketing expenses are very, very low. In fact, compared to our competition, we spend like 5% of them on marketing. We also, our channel margins are pretty low, but our channel partners are satisfied because there is a lot of circulation in the market, and they earn well through selling more within a short period of time, and that's how they are also profitable. And even in the team sizes, our team size is almost like 1/10 of the any of the competition brands which are available today. So it all adds up to the price eventually, and this saving we give it back to the consumers. In fact, Xiaomi is the brand which earns the sort of the least amount of profit on all of our smartphones, hardware, etc. We earn the least amount of profit because we want to give our products to our consumers at the most honest price possible.
What prospects do you see for your products in Nepali market in Nepal?
So for product section, we have launched smartphones in the Redmi and Poco and Mi, all the three portfolios in the last 1 year. Other than this, also we launched two amazing TVs, Mi TV 55 inches and Mi TV 43 inches for FHD variant. Also we launched, and we are already one of the leading TV brands in above 43 inches. We have just launched like 3 months back. We also launched a lot of other categories like chargers, earphones, ear dots, routers, even a smart, even a automatic soap dispenser. So we want to come into many more categories in 2021 because we know that Xiaomi has a lot of products which are loved well by our consumers, and we want to launch into many more categories and make many homes as Xiaomi homes. People who love, people who want to keep 2, 3, 4, 5 Xiaomi products in their houses, we want to convert their houses into a Xiaomi home. So that is our plan as well in 2021.
How would you define your products in one sentence?
Again, the three pillars: best specs, highest quality, honest pricing.
What products will you be launching in upcoming days?
Very difficult to reveal the products which we are going to launch, but then yes, there are a lot of products which we will be launching in all the three portfolio, including Redmi, Mi and Poco, and also many new ecosystem products, including new ecosystem categories where we will be getting into new variants of TVs. Also we are planning to launch, and then we should be launching them soon as well. So lot of products in 2021 we are going. In fact, Xiaomi might as well be the brand which will launch the maximum number of products in 2021 across all the categories, across even FMCG, like whatever is the industry. I think Xiaomi would be the product which Xiaomi would be the company which will be like launching the maximum number of products this year.
What are the future plans of Poco in Nepal?
Great response from all our consumers, and we are really thankful to all our Poco fans for that. They kept the love on. We did not launch any other Poco phone for a big gap of 2 years, but still they kept the love on, and they kept demanding us for bringing the Poco phones back, and we brought it back, and we received a lot of love. So we would definitely want to better this love by giving them even better phones in the Poco portfolio, which are just the right phones for all the gamers out there. The best phones, the best quality phones, the best specifications phone at the most honest price possible.
What can other brands can learn from MI, Xiaomi and
So from Xiaomi, I think all the brands, maybe Xiaomi's biggest success factor is our Mi fans, are the people who love us, who recommend us to their family and friends. Xiaomi has always tried to give all the products at the most honest pricing possible, and I think all the other brands should start doing this as well. Try to give their most innovative products at the best pricing possible to all the consumers, so that they are able to use them, they are able to recommend them to their friends as well.
Xiaomi has multiple product portfolio. Will Poco also come up with new products as than a smartphone?
Right now, we do not have plans for Poco to go into other ecosystem portfolio. But having said that, the Redmi and Mi portfolios of ours will have a lot of other ecosystem products in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.